Amy Parnes, who covers the White House for The Hill, a good friend of mine. We sit alongside of each other often in the briefings. She and Jonathan Allen from Politico have co-authored a new book about Hillary, which comes out
in February.
Just a couple of weeks, right? The book is called HRC: State Secrets and the Rebirth of Hillary Clinton. And the big news, as reported in The Hill this morning, is...
There was a hit list that a few Hillary aides got together and kind of laid out all of the lawmakers that did good for Hillary during the 2008 campaign and the lawmakers that did pretty bad. And it's a look at
by her.
Right, exactly. And it's a look at, we're not sure how it's going to be used or whether it will be used going forward, but I mean, there are some big names on there and outlines of how, they scorned Hillary. The Clintons were expecting favors from a lot of these folks because they had done good work for them in the past, and it didn't turn out.
Well, yeah, they expected everybody to be there for Hillary, and some people surprised or disappointed her, pissed her off, if you will, by endorsing Barack Obama.
Right.
They include on the list...
Ted Kennedy is one. He's a big one. He gave this very effusive speech about Obama that kind of cast the Clintons as old news and Obama as the heir apparent to kind of Camelot going forward. And the Clintons saw that as a big burn, as a big slight, because they were longtime friends with the Kennedys, had done a lot of work for them, and did they have to go this far? Was kind of the question behind that.
John Kerry was also on the list.
John Kerry was another one who unexpectedly, at least for the Clintons, ended up backing Obama pretty strongly. Claire McCaskill was another one, and that's been this very long...
but she's already come out and endorsed Hillary for 2016.
She made nice.
So she's trying to make up for it.
Right.
It just shows, to me, which should not be surprised. I mean, the Clintons play hardball in politics, right? And if you weren't there for her, they were going to keep a list, and purpose of keeping the list, I'm sure, was to get even with those people who endorsed Obama.
Right.
Were she to win, these are people who would not. So, according to the book here, Amy and John Allen write that years later, Clinton aides would joke about what happened to the folks they felt that had betrayed them. Get this, Peter. Bill Richardson, investigated. John Edwards, disgraced by scandal. Chris Dodd, stepped down. Ted Kennedy, dead.
Whoa!
Right?
So they basically said, "Whoa, you mess with us."
Gleeful about it, yeah.
You mess with us.
Damn.
Here's what happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a little... Well, but there's a little bit of context to that, which is Bill Clinton has always believed in giving gifts to people that do well by him, do good by him, not necessarily punishing his detractors, which I don't know how fair, straightforward that is, but... I mean, potentially we could see some gifts for the people that did well.
Yeah, but they're one of the first
John Edwards, disgraced.
One of the first phrases I ever learned in politics, way back in San Francisco, in my first campaign, was, "Don't get mad, get even."
There you go.
And I think that's what the Clintons are practicing here.